I think it goes without saying that last night's tribal really sucked for me. And it always was going to. Make no mistake about it, I am very aware that the odds were incredibly stacked against me. No matter who went home last night, it was going to be super hard for me because I was pretty much aligned with every single person that was a part of that 5-person team. So it was either an alliance going home or it was me. I'm glad it's not me. I hate that it was Antonio.
After Trouble, JT played his idol. Antonio went home 3-2, so obviously I voted Antonio. After Trouble, I just really was not trying to talk to Mike. I talked to JT a little bit. I definitely was not trying to talk in that alliance that I thought was going to be the best move going forward. Just because I'm really convinced that Mike's idol is fake. And even if it's not fake, he told me he was going to play it and he didn't play it, which made me look like way fucking worse than I would have if he played that idol, which he has also used during conversations with me to use as a selling point. Like I'll tell XYZ this, and this, and then I'll say, if not, vote me next round. So he said that to me, and in the moment, it didn't really ring any alarm bells, but now looking back, it should have. Once that vote went down and he did not play that idol, I realized that I just did Mike and JT's dirty work. I went back on 2 people that was not going to write my name, wrote one of their names for a motherfucker that lied to my face about what he was going to do. So that doesn't, it didn't really make me feel that great about moving forward, and that's why I was so pissed off.
I need a whole, because literally I feel so out of the loop.
Mm-hmm.
So what the fuck happened?
Okay, so, oh my God, it was insane. So basically, I got wind that Antonio and Tiara were voting me. So I was like, okay, that's great and everything. And I just told them straight up, I'm like, I'm not going anywhere. Or am I going anywhere? Doesn't matter. I'm like, what do you mean by that? I'm like, I think you can tell what I mean by that. And they're like, okay. So then they basically thought I was bluffing, and they tried to convince JT and Destiny that I was bluffing. I'm still talking. I'm talking to you, Logan, but I'm just gonna be running around for a second. If you'd rather me tell you this while I'm on camera, then I can do that
keep
too.
going.
Okay. I just know that some people are like, nope, if you're not talking to me and you can't see my face, then I don't believe you. So I got wind that was happening, and
From who then? Destiny or JT?
from both of them.
I don't believe him worth a fucking damn. He will totally flip-flop any damn way he wants. He doesn't trust me, and he might, but that's why I tried to make him feel guilty. But, oh no, he's problems. I don't believe him worth a damn. There's not a chance in hell he has a idol. And of course you can guess Sola, or Solar, or whatever the hell, when the other one was Luna, or Lunar. Lamenting the fact that, who cares, it's Antonio, but then also, they've just made this harder for us.
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know how much harder they've made it for us.
Well, I'm assuming, so no one's told me the vote yet, but I assume Destiny and Mike voted with JT to vote out Antonio, so it was 3-2 votes on Mike.
No, I'm very interested to see. Let me see if so JT played an idol.
Yeah, but it didn't do anything because he was safe. Like it was like he didn't have. I don't know if he had any votes or even enough to vote him out. Because JT's like, no, was I right? Did you need to play it? He's like, nope. And I was like, that's what I thought.
Well, that's JT.
I have declared my independence from Logan. Sorry, dude. Love you, dude. But you are putting my game in far more danger than helping it at this stage. So, JT and Logan both need to be on out the door fairly soon, pretty soon. In order to make that happen, Trevor needs to go first. Trevor needs to go now if we can pull it off.
So I've been spending some time trying to stay out of the radar because I did a lot of work in the very first merge, like tribal scenario, and I wanted to make sure that people weren't going to keep looking at me. So my goal was to kind of go a little bit silent and calm my ass down so that people don't start looking at me first, which I think is working because I think that JT is looking at Mike right now, and who knows what Logan's doing. Logan is all over the place, and I want to trust Logan, but right now I think I need to put all my eggs in the Kylie Bill basket.
Top left one.
Nothing there.
Did he lie about his, or does he just have balls of steel?
I think Mike just lied. I think he just, because the way he read it, like it's the same wording on my two half idols that made the whole idol. So I don't know if he's lying or not. I think that he only just has the half idol from Kaysen, and that's it.
You think Kaysen
That's what I
was in the half idol? Kaysen had a half idol?
I mean, I was under the impression that that's all he had until he was like, I have a whole idol as well. And I was like, oh, I misunderstood you. But he's claiming to have an idol and a half, like an idol that he found plus the half idol from Kaysen. That's what he's claiming.
My God. It was obvious. That's why I was like, unsend the message.
Oh my God. I was like, oh my fucking God, this is just going to be 10 times worse than it was already going to be.
But she's going to have such a reputation. Like, you know, the first vote, she went completely rogue, voted for JT. And then the next vote, she turns on the people that she's been working with the whole game. Like, if she were to try to go back to the other side, like, I don't think they'd be very trusting of her. You know, about the only thing she could do would be like, you know, Mike lied to me and I knew that the votes weren't going to be there. Whatever. He told us all the same thing. Like, you know, he was so obvious that he had an idol. Like, you know, you can't blame me for that because I was worried that it was going to be me because my name's been thrown around. That's about the only thing that she has.
And I think coming after each other is a terrible idea. And I actually legitimately want to sit in the end with you two, but you don't want to.
Well, no, I didn't. I mean, my whole thing was that it's like, I definitely feel like you would give me a run for my money in the end. Like, I feel like we both are playing similar types of games. I'm just playing mine more sneakily. You're playing yours more. Both of our moves are the same caliber.
Yeah.
But it's just you're saying yours before they happen. I'm waiting until afterwards to say it mine. That's the difference. You see what I'm saying? So I think that like we have the same like type of gameplay. And I feel like Trevor is playing a similar game to me. Just that Trevor's moves are all things that he has just laid a foundation for, so that when it's time to cash in, he can.
Like you said the last time, if you would have known it was Kaysen, you would have voted that way.
Yes, I would have.
Well, like I'm sure they're going to try and push it that way of you or Trevor, because now that the idol's burned, it just makes the most sense. But a case can also be made because Destiny, for some reason, went rogue the last vote and voted you, and then that last vote, Mike went completely rogue. and I don't blame Destiny particularly.
Right.
Which, like, apparently I'm hearing she regrets anyways, so she may be back in that camp anyways. So that's why I wouldn't trust that 4 to stay a 4.
Right.
Which you need a path of it not being you. So yes, you could then go back to Mike and be like, Logan wants to get you out, but it still doesn't help you of getting more people.
Exactly. Bill has been like, because Bill, I'm gonna be honest with you, it seems like Bill is over the whole second in command thing, and he's like, I'm playing my own game. I need people to see that. But everybody is like Bill and Logan and Bill. Bill is like Logan's second at the totem pole. And
I was mildly worried about that too, because he did not take that well when you all called him my right-hand man.
Yeah.
I was like, oh. Thanks a lot, everyone. Thanks a lot.
So he's over.
Yeah, I've done nothing but be like 98% on it. Like, I was still holding back who I thought the other connections were, but now there's no point because it's getting down to the nitty gritty, and I need you.
Yeah, I feel you. I need you too, because I really need you, because I need you to be here as a
I am the biggest shield at this point for every single person in this game.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like if I'm gonna cut somebody, I want to cut a connection, because between you and me, and telling you this might be putting the nail in my coffin if you decide not to work with me and tell someone. So this could be the dumbest thing I've ever. Let me get on camera so they can see this. This could be the dumbest thing I've ever done, or the smartest thing I've ever done. If I had my way, then we would get you, me, Trevor, Mike, and Destiny. You, me, Trevor, Mike, Destiny. And I'm sure the way that she's been talking, I could probably get Tiara to do it if she thinks it's her. And I think we could do one of the two of them. I really do think we could get it done.
I don't think Tiara would go Bill, but she might go Ryan.
Yes. And the reason I say that is because Tiara knows, me and her have talked a couple of times. Tiara knows that that side is just a net for her right now. That it's just a net, eventually it's gonna break. She knows that. So if she can do something that will cut someone else's line instead of hers, she will. She's smart enough to know that.
Oh, agreed.
So I think if we laid the foundation that it's her or them, that she would do it. Because the thing is though, is if we plan that, we can't tell Mike until like 9:58.
Well, then how do you feel about it? Because I've been trying to talk to Destiny for 2 fucking days.
Destiny will listen. I'm telling you, dude. Destiny will not go. Destiny will go along with the plan. If Mike is involved, she's going to be hesitant. That's why we tell her that we don't need Mike. That there's a way that we can do it. We tell Mike at the end, and Destiny will go through it because she trusts me a lot now. Because me and her have had conversations for the last 3 days. We've been talking a lot, and she trusts me. She believes that I forgave her for voting me. I'm the only person last night that did exactly what I said I was gonna do. Like, she trusts me. She's good with me. She will, if it's something that will get me and her farther, she will do it. Because especially if she thinks it's not helping you. If she thinks it's helping her, she'll do it. And I'll just tell her, like, you and Tiara can both move another rung up the ladder, just like you have been doing the last 2 rounds. We'll move another rung up, but you have to keep your fucking mouth shut and just fucking do it.
only counter proposal I'd have to that was if we kill Mike first and Ryron next, because Bill was talking to me today going, what do we think of actually Ryron? And I was all like, ooh. So he would be nervous of going to the end with Ryron too, just based on that.
So you're telling me that we could, you basically just told me that means we have Bill's vote.
We could, yes. No, that's what I mean. So that's what I mean. So I'm saying we could probably get Bill's vote too on board, but I feel like it's still so, there's still like with 5, like with taking out one of us first instead of one of the possible 4 that could exist, he would be nervous.
All right. I just talked to Logan for an hour.
I talked to Logan too, so
He said,
sure.
he says that he knows that he has 3 choices. He can go to the end with Bill and Ryron and lose. He can go to the end with Tiara and Destiny and win, or he can go to the end with me and you and maybe win.
Yes,
But he
that's what I
knows
got from
that there's no way that he can get Destiny and Tiara to the end because he'll never have the votes to get out the other people. So his only choices are us. He proposed to me to, so I don't know if he actually doesn't know about Kylie trying to do a 5 with us, because he really thinks that Kylie is still with Bill and Ryron like 100%.
That's this feeling that I got too, is that like Kylie will never vote against Bill or Ryron. That's what he told me.
Yeah. So he proposed the following plan. He proposed me, you, him, Bill, Ryron, and Destiny vote out Mike on Tuesday. Then you, me, him, Tiara, and Bill vote out Ryron the following week. Then after that, we do Kylie. That'll leave Destiny, Tiara, you, me, him, and Bill as the final 6. We cut Bill. If Bill won immunity, we'd cut one of the 2 girls. We can't tell Tiara about that vote though, because Tiara will not vote Bill. Bill will not vote Tiara. So whenever we do those 2, it has to be a blindside.
Okay.
Then we take the 2 girls and us 3 to final 5. We can beat them in a challenge. We vote out whichever one we think we can't control in the vote, and then the 3 of us sit at final 3. That was his proposal.
Yeah.
I told him that sounds fantastic. I think it sounds horrible because I don't trust. All he wants to do, because the reason he wants Mike out next is because he can't control Mike, because Mike is playing both sides, which is good for us, because if Mike is playing both sides, that 1 vote, he might just play our side. Granted, he might play the other side, but that's a risk I'm willing to take rather than not having Mike in the game.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I think that Kylie definitely is. Kylie and Mike are playing the same game, except Mike is telling both sides that he's playing both sides. Where Kylie is playing both sides, but she's not telling either side that she's playing both sides.
Where the fuck do we stand? I am going to start a chat, I believe. Me, you, Ryron, Kylie, Tiara. Given last night's debacle. No newsflash. Tribal Council Part 2 raised both your and JP's profile. I'm still telling everybody, oh, well, let's keep them around. And they're just gonna, and they will, and antimatter.
So then that's what I'm
so
trying to
you
say.
need to be careful with that.
True, but as long as then Kylie and Tiara don't flip after we get rid of JT, and go with Destiny and Mike to then take out me, we would still be fine. So it's almost like, would Kylie flip to JT, Trevor, and like if both of us stay, then would she then still stay and not flip to screw me over? But then she'd also probably want to include you two if she was going to flip, right?
I think so.
All right, welcome everyone. You all made it to the halfway portion of this game. Since day one, you start off with 18 of y'all, now we're down to 9. Are y'all ready for tonight's challenge?
Maybe.
Okay, before we get right into it, I need you all to do something very quickly. I need all of you to go into your confessional and type in a number between 1 to 3. So here is what you all did. You all selected a room to participate a type of challenge you're going to be in. One room has an endurance comp. One room has a puzzle challenge. The last room you picked is a spot the difference. But here's the twist to this. There is 3 individual immunities up for grabs. But there is something interesting to this. If there's only one person that went to a specific room, that person automatically wins immunity because no one else picked that room. If there's no one that picked a specific room, that individual immunity is now in void because no one participated. So we could have a potential of 1 up to 2 or 3 individual immunities up for grabs. And I will say, based off the rooms you picked, one person chose room 3. Meaning, congratulations. Ryron, you won individual immunity by default because no one else chose room 3.
I love that for me.
Which means you get to stick around to watch the other players. You can feel free to leave. It is completely up to you. Now let's get to the other 2 rooms, because there will be 2 other rooms competing, because room 1 has the endurance challenge. Room 2 has the puzzle challenge. Room 3 had the spot the difference. But the spot the difference challenge will not happen because Ryron's the only one that's there. Here are the following people that will be going to this specific room. Room 1 will have Kylie, Tiara, Logan, Bill, and Destiny facing off against each other. And in room 2, we will have JT, Trevor, and Mike facing off against each other in the puzzle comp. Does anyone have any questions?
May I switch?
You are not allowed to switch. Once you made your selection, that is it. So, you 5 have selected room 1 and therefore will be doing an endurance comp. So here is what the endurance comp is going to be. It is very simple. You're going to be standing up in frame, having one leg standed up. Lift. Oh. Bill had a nice recovery there. Bill, you need to get your leg up. I'm counting that as a warning. Bill, first person out of the challenge, just like that. Tiara, can you back his space up a little bit? And back up. Good. And then have your leg back up. Thank you. Sorry. And get your leg back up. Nope. Oh, Tiara with a nice recovery. Tiara dropped out. Very good recovery, though. Destiny leg needs to be up. Kylie's leg needs to be up. Destiny drops down to Kylie and Logan. Just like that.
Why? Not down!
Just like that. Within minutes, Logan wins individual immunity. Once again.
Congrats, Logan.
Good job, Logan.
Congrats, Logan.
Hey, Logan is safe.
Thank you.
Safe in room 1. You may feel free to hop into room 2 if you wish, because I believe they're still going on. See you all soon.
I am having trouble. I'm having trouble with these wolves.
It's just us in here.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know how to do a slide puzzle, so you guys like take your time. Who do you guys think is more in danger?
Me.
Or do you feel?
I'm definitely me.
It's up to you.
I literally just got rid of the one safety net that I had. I'm gonna be public enemy number one, especially once Logan's gone.
I mean, that's for you two to decide. I was just
You
throwing
agree
it
with
out.
that, Trevor?
Yeah. I mean, I hate throwing it. How close
I know.
are you?
I know. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. I'm almost done. At least play it out, because you might be. I'm almost there.
AT, Trevor, and Mike were talking strategy. Interesting.
Who do you think won on the other side?
It's endurance. Maybe
Yeah.
probably TR. Probably TR. I don't think, or maybe.
Did anybody look at facial expressions when they came in? I didn't see.
Yeah. No, I'm on my phone.
I got it, guys. I just did it.
Good job, AT.
JT wins individual immunity. So we have our results for our 3 individual immunity winners. So our first individual immunity winner by default is Ryron. Ryron is safe on Monday's upcoming tribal council. The winner of the endurance comp is Logan, who also wins individual immunity. And the winner of the puzzle comp is JT, who is also safe at the upcoming tribal council, which means on Monday after Independence Day, tribal council will happen, and you cannot vote for Ryron, you cannot vote for Logan, and you cannot vote for JT. Everyone else is fair game on Monday. Grab your stuff, head on back. I'll see you all on Monday for tribal. Congrats to the following.
So for the immunity challenge, we had to break into different rooms. And thinking about it, I was always going to pick 3 because it's just the last number and that's just where my brain went. So yeah, that's what I picked. And by no means did I expect the only person to pick the room to be me. Like, that caught me off guard. But thank God it did, because now I'm safe. I don't got to worry about nothing. And all I had to do was pick a room. And I guess I just picked the right one. So that was lucky. Like, the chances of that were so low, and somehow I still managed to do it. So I'm a little impressed with myself, even though it was all luck.
The competitive side for me is like saying, like, do not throw it. And then the brain side is me is like, why would he think that it's okay for me to just give him this challenge? Like, he didn't have to work for it, so here, take it from me. And so it kind of like made me think about, am I just like giving JT all of these like information? I gave him the half of my idol, and then is he expecting me to like give immunity to him? And so I feel like, is this just a one-way relationship between him and I? Am I just like giving, and like I'm not receiving anything? I'm kind of giving the blame of like, I'm just a coattail rider, I'm not doing really anything. And so that kind of made me stop and think. I was excited for him that he has immunity, but then that meant that I'm in danger. There's 6 people that are not safe, and I am one of them. So leaving the challenge, I felt okay. And then we find out that Logan wins immunity again. Somebody, if I was in the endurance challenge this time, I would not have let him win. It would have been me and him battling it out for hours if necessary. But Logan wins immunity again. If he like honestly like wins his way to the end, like so be it. But I want him to lose so bad.
I'm super worried that he just has it on lock, and he's going to have to be blindsided.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna have to do it. Because for me, I've known pretty early on that Logan had to go.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure exactly when.
I mean, like, just looking at the numbers, like, it's 5 and 4. 5-4 with you and me, Bill, Ryron, Logan. And then Trevor, JT, Mike, Destiny. Like, working on the assumption that JT maybe doesn't have anything. Like, I feel like he can be put off for another round.
Okay.
And if they have 4 and we voted with them, that would make it a 6-3 vote. And if we convince Logan like 100%, whoever he wants to go, that's who we're going to vote, I feel like he would be blindsided. And we'd have to sell the shit out of it. Like, we'd have to make him feel really, really good.
Right.
But, I mean, like, I don't, like, JT, like, I mean, they've obviously got, like, this public feud going on. And if that's not legit, then they deserve to win, because I fully believe that they're 100% going after each other.
This puts me in a really, really tight spot, because I know the next target that people are going to want to take out is Bill. And I personally am not interested in taking out Bill. Bill is an ally of mine. We've been working together since Merge. I've played with him before in a previous game. I really like Bill. I know I can trust him. I have no interest in taking Bill out. However, I know that if I don't go along with the plan to take out Bill tonight, that there is a possibility that I could potentially become a target.
Because if we say anything now,
he cannot find out.
Yeah. Like, I wouldn't mind literally having a conversation at like 9:50.
Yeah, like 10 minutes to go. This is the plan. Everyone on board. Don't fucking get off this call until travel.
Hands up so we can make sure you're not messaging anyone.
Yeah, like, because that's literally, like, I mean, I felt super bad about the case and vote because they were so convinced that I was voting with them. And I mean, they just played it wrong in that they did their call an hour before travel and we did our other one 10 minutes before travel. Like, that's literally when you need to wait and do it. Yeah, no, I don't think it's something where we let it be known in advance at all.
Well, we're all just, I guess, bowing to Bill because we're like, fine, it's your life at risk. You get to pick.
I mean, fine, whatever.
Kylie, who did you talk to today? Because I talked to you two, and then I threw myself at JT's knees, and obviously that didn't work.
I talked to JT, I talked to Mike, I talked to Destiny, I talked to y'all. I think I talked to everybody but Logan because he was MIA today.
I was. So what did JT actually pitch you then? Did he pitch you to vote out Bill? Because that doesn't seem like he would actually do that.
Bill's the only name that I've heard. I've heard Bill, Destiny, Trevor.
I just don't believe it. Like, because like he's got to think he needs to pull in a fifth. So that is either me, Tiara, or Kylie, or Ryron.
What, assuming they've got Destiny?
And Mike, yeah.
And Mike.
But then you have to work with those two afterwards, so who would want to do that? But, and why trade 1 5 for another 5? But
right.
Let me see something.
But I just don't see him pitching Bill to you, just like unless he doesn't think he can get you at all then, because it just seems like like it seems obvious where the divide is, like so it's like why? So he's clearly not going after your vote. Pretended to think about going after Mike.
And I told him that y'all are gonna vote Mike. So he doesn't know that Trevor's name's gonna be written down.
God, I hope not.
He's really trying to make sure that there's not a 5. He's really trying to make sure there's no you, me, Mike, Destiny, Trevor. He basically tainted all of your names except for Treasure to me. He was like,
what do you say about me?
He said that you will never vote out Ryron, that you, Ryron, and Bill are very close, that you guys are all original Niasi, and that there's no way that we could get, if we wanted to get Ryron, there's no way that we could get you to vote him, that you and Mike are playing the same game, like you're playing double agent. The difference is Mike is telling both sides that he's playing both sides, but you're not telling both sides you're playing both sides. He said
that's good to know.
He said he basically was like, he wants the game to go like this. He proposed for Mike for us to get the votes. He thinks we can get a unanimous vote for Mike to go.
No.
And this round, and then he wants to do Mike, and then if we do Mike as payment, he'll do Ryron because he doesn't think we need. He says that we won't need you to do Ryron because you'll never vote Ryron anyway.
Okay.
So then he wants to go Mike.
Ryron.
Yeah, he wants to do Mike, and then Ryron, and then either Destiny or Tiara, whichever one doesn't. Oh, sorry, no. Then you, and then either Destiny or Tiara, and then Bill, and then
he would go to the final 3 with you and Trevor.
And then one of the girls, and then he would at that point have to decide if he wants to try to pull one of the girls to take out either me or Trevor.
Love that plan. That is so awesome. Okay, so full disclosure. Today, Bill added me to a group. Me, Bill, Ryron, Logan, Tiara. And there's not hardly been any talk in it today. Just like, hey, Bill created the group. Like, hey, like, I think the 5 of us can work together, And somebody was like, I love this cluster. Okay, that was the terminology used. So I talked to Mike earlier, and I was mainly talking with him about Destiny. Like, you got to figure out a way to smooth shit over because, like, the numbers are so slim. We need Destiny. And then I was like, what if I went and talked to Tiara? So I had a conversation with her, and I was like, obviously we just got added to this group of 5, but like, you've got to see that Ryron, Bill, and Logan are not going to split up from each other. Like, if we go with that 5, we're at the bottom. We're 4 and 5. Like, maybe you're 4th, maybe I'm 4th, I don't know, but like, that's not good enough for me. I said, and Logan thinks that he has complete control. And I told her, I didn't say that it came from you, but I was like, Logan has told people like how he has the game lined out. Like, he expected you or Destiny to go last night, and then he was going to do this, like, and this is how he was getting to the final 3. Like, he's already laid it all out. He's got everything in a row. Like, he thinks that he's going to win. Like, just go ahead and give it to him.
So basically what's happening in this game is that fucking tides are turning, and it's about goddamn time. Because, Jesus, nothing is set in stone yet. Nothing will be in stone until after tonight's tribal. Tonight is the night that we can make a move. Tonight is the night that we possibly have the numbers to get somebody out of the trio gone. Either Logan, Ryron, or Bill needs to go. And Logan and Ryron have immunity. Right now, Bill really thinks that it's going to be him or Mike. He's really trying to get some votes on Destiny. I think she's just laying that story out to a couple of people that he doesn't think will vote Mike. So that way, at least those votes are thrown on someone else.
This is going to be so disappointing. Safari. Pick here, and we're going to pick the one on the furthest left.
Nothing there.
All right, next. We'll go the middle one. We'll keep skipping one.
Nothing there.
Back to that middle one that I skipped.
Nothing there.
Bottom corner.
Nothing.
Utter bullshit.
Second from the right on the ground. Went into the safari and I searched throughout the jungle for wild animals and wild game, and I picked the ocelot. It was dark because I went at night, but I saw the little gleaming eyes and decided that this was going to be my prey. So I took down the ocelot, and what did I find?
Congratulations.
I like
You have discovered the Ocelot Revenge disadvantage.
Oh! I found the ocelot disadvantage. Now, what it does is randomize my vote at tribal council, but whoever that vote lands on, or whoever is chosen randomly, gets 2 votes against them. So, it's not awful, but it's pretty bad. Or what's word on the street?
Yeah, so I've talked to Kylie, I've talked to JT, and I've talked to Trevor. So it looks like that side is definitely going for you tonight.
Liars, liars, liars. Okay, well, then I'm the only one at risk on our side. So let's fucking vote Trevor. Are you okay with that?
That's fine with me.
There's nothing else that I can do unless either of y'all have something you want to play on my ass.
We want to vote Mike.
We've got to. I mean, this is.
Yeah, all 5 of us.
Does anybody have anything they want to play on my ass?
Trust me, if I had it, I would tell you.
Why did he go searching? And why does he think he's in danger? Like he's the least in danger out of like me or him. He went and fucking found a disadvantage. Why would he do that? Motherfucker. And I feel like he should have told everyone beforehand, but then they probably wouldn't have stuck to the plan. But then if they see that, they may just falter and flip. Fuck, Bill. He's gonna have to get fucking lucky. And he better spin fucking Trevor.
I talked to Tiara, and she said that she knows that it needs to be done. She's down to do Bill. She knows that she's playing for 4th, and she doesn't want to do that. She wants at least a chance to plead her case. So she's going to do whatever it takes to get that done. She hasn't talked to Logan yet. She said that Bill is telling everyone that I'm targeting him. If he stays, he's coming after me because I've been targeting him for the last so-and-so rounds. She didn't say anything about Destiny, so that makes me think that that's just Bill trying to save himself and that he doesn't have the votes yet.
Who did she say Bill wants to vote?
Mike.
Yeah.
Good.
That what he told you about Destiny is complete bullshit. Complete bullshit.
Wow.
Wait, what did he say about Destiny?
He was trying. Remember, I was telling you earlier. He was trying to get me to help him get votes for Destiny.
Oh yeah. Let's vote Destiny out.
Because he thought you had an idol.
Yeah, let's vote Destiny out, and we can all be in the exact same position we are right now. Next vote. That's a great plan, Bill. Bullshit.
Yeah, let's take out Destiny. Perfect. Bill's
who doesn't?
And he's doing everything.
Yeah, but like when you talk to them, I need to go. Mike is an awful human being. His room is messy. His hair is messy. His game is messy. Mike needs to go. But then
So
when we
you want
talk,
us to, so you want us to agree with him that you need to go?
I want him to feel like he doesn't need to play anything if he has something.
Okay.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't
what I mean?
feel like Bill's playing like a person that has something. I
But-
feel like Bill's playing like a desperate man.
They're smart though, and like we know this vote is absolutely massive. They know that this vote is absolutely massive. So this is a position where I could see like Logan being like, okay, if Bill goes home here, I'm fucked. So he could possibly give Bill something.
I think he's too selfish for that.
That's my fear is that he will give something to Bill. But what we do have in our corner is that Logan is selfish and he knows he needs whatever he has. And I don't know if he'd give it to Bill. And then if we can make them think that, like, you know, obviously I won't go to Bill and be like, Mike, yeah, I'm on board to get Mike out, because that would be kind of sketch. But if you guys are like, yeah, like JT, for you, I don't know if you should agree with him, because like obviously they don't trust you. You know what I mean? But Kylie,
Yeah.
if there's any part of you that thinks that Bill would trust that you're voting with him, then be like, yeah, Mike.
Yeah.
Mike's good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so Bill, at the last tribal council, 5 of you were safe and didn't need to go to tribal. What was your reaction seeing Antonio being out of the game?
It was sad. It was, I think we were all puzzled as to what was going to happen, though. The 5 of us who were not at tribal council. So we thought it was a crapshoot. So I was disappointed to see him go, but I wasn't shocked. I wouldn't have been shocked by him.
Why were you not shocked that Antonio is out of the game?
I would not have been shocked no matter who it was. I just think it was too much of a crapshoot, basically, when the other 5 of us who got to sit at home and be comfortable were trying to suss it out. We thought about 27 ways it could go in virtually every direction.
Okay, so Tiara, you attended that tribal council. So would you get to hear what happened that night?
I'm sorry, what was it? I didn't hear the last part.
Oh, would you like to care to share what happened that night?
Yeah, it was fun. There was a lot of action. There was talk of idols. There was a breakout room. There was a lot of craziness. So for those of you who weren't there, you missed an entertaining night.
Okay, so JT, last tribal council, you played 2 halves of an idol, the lunar half idol and the terra half idol. Except half of the people weren't there to see that idol play. But would you believe that was the right call?
Yeah, I think that the fact that I was at a tribal council with 2 people who I haven't played any of this game with, 1 person who voted me out at the last tribal council, and someone who snaked me the round before, I feel like it'd be idiotic to not play. I don't care how safe I was. I don't care if I had the immunity necklace. I was still gonna play the idol. Like that's how unsafe I felt. Okay, so it would have just been idiotic to not play. Like my name is not Mr. Play It Safe. Okay, like I am someone who would rather make sure that I'm here and will do what it takes to make sure that I'm here rather than like hope that that idol will save me later. Well, I'm here now and I might be in jury if I hadn't played that idol.
Okay. So what you're saying is that had you not won that individual yesterday, you would still play another idol to save yourself.
Exactly.
Okay.
I was gonna play it at the next tribal I went to regardless.
Okay. So Logan, let's talk about the 3 rooms twist. So everybody had the opportunity to pick a room. In that case, 3 people will in the community, but only if a certain amount of people decide to go in 1 or 2 rooms, and then the third person, if they choose to, they automatically get it. So with you picking the endurance comps, how does it feel knowing that every single tribal council you've been up to this point, you have been immune? Are you worried at some point that luck might run out?
At this point, it better not. I feel like, I don't know. I'm public enemy number 1 anyways. Does it really matter whether or not, like it's great I'm safe, but like either people want to work with me or they don't. So if it runs out, it runs out. If it doesn't, well then I hope then that people still want to work with me.
Okay. Lyron, you're the only person to go into room 3 and therefore had automatic immunity. Was that fate? Or was that telling you something? What are your thoughts behind that?
My friends at home call me the luck devil. I called myself the luck god, but they thought that was too much power for me, so they called me the luck devil. And I'm gonna, just assume that's what got me this immunity.
Okay. So, Mike, in the first merge vote where Kesa went out, there was clear to be 2 sides, Old Maji versus New Bias. Are those tribal lines still the same? And if not, where are we at right now?
I don't even know how those 2 lines could be the same. I mean, you talk to so many people, you get to know so many people. Let's be real, you just like some people more than other people, and that plays a part in this game, you know what I mean? And so, I mean, I think there's still connections from those tribes for sure. How couldn't there be? You know what I mean? But there's definitely new people you talk to, and you don't forget about the old people you talk to, but you make new connections.
Okay. So, Kylie, with the numbers slowly getting smaller and smaller, at what point do you have to make a big move to convince the jury of why they should vote for you?
Oh, wow, that's a great question. I mean, obviously, like, there's just different styles of play, and so I don't feel like you necessarily have to make a big move if that's not the type of player that you are. You've got to be true to yourself and then be able to explain what you're doing well enough at the end. I don't think there has to be a big move.
Okay. So Trevor. So there are 2 kinds of people in these games. There's the loyal voters, and there's the flippers. Which players do you believe are going to flip this upcoming vote?
Well, for me, I would hope that the people that I've put loyalty into pledge that tonight, and we can see that all tonight. I mean, like, people have pledged loyalty before, and obviously that went awry. But I believe the people who have just a better awareness is going to put themselves further tonight. I don't think that flippers necessarily always have to flip, because there's definitely the lines are definitely grayed between loyal people and the people who always flip, because the loyal people you think are with you, but then they turn your back on you and they're considered on the other side. So I think there's definitely a gray area. It's just kind of depends on the perception of the other people.
So what term would you call those people then?
I would call them maybe the ninjas of the group. They kind of hide in the darkness. They come out right at the perfect time to strike. And of course, that perfect time is hopefully when I know that perfect time is coming. But again, this is Survivor and everything happens just because it happens.
Okay. So Dustin, ever since the merge started, we have seen Payson get blindsided. We have seen Antonio get blindsided. Are we going to see a continued trend of blindsides tonight?
Look, if I know, but I mean, at this point in the game, where it's, down to us few, I feel like anybody's going to feel blindsided,
That works for me. I'm good questions on my end. If anybody wants to say any final words, maybe call somebody out or play an idle advantage or disadvantage. Otherwise, we get right into it with the vote. Okay. One at a time, I'll put each of you into the breakout room where you cast your vote on who you want to be the 10th person voted as Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest and the 3rd member of our jury. It is time to vote. Byron, you're up first.
Tonight I am voting for Bill. Bill, I took a shot at you before, I missed. This time the saying is now going to be 2 times the charm.
Okay, you know the drill. Thanks to your Ocelot's Revenge disadvantage going to play, that means your vote will be randomized, and whichever vote gets land on, that will be cast towards 2 votes towards a specific person. Can you see my screen?
I can.
Here we go.
Spin it hard.
Your vote will land on. Oh, that's how are the votes. If anybody has a hidden immunity idol and would like to play it, now will be the time to do so. Okay. I will say, an animal has been summoned tonight. One vote is a mystery vote. The extra vote is also a mystery vote that will be tossed right in the mix. So when I reveal the vote, the decision is final. Person voted off will have to be the tribal counselor immediately. Alright, votes. First vote. Trevor. That's 1 vote Trevor. Bill. 1 vote Trevor, 1 vote Bill. Mike. 1 vote Trevor, 1 vote Bill, 1 vote Mike. Trevor. 2 votes True. 1 vote Bill, 1 vote Mike. Bill. That's 2 votes Trevor, 2 votes Bill, 1 vote Mike. Mike. That's 2 votes Mike, 2 votes Bill, 2 votes Trevor. Trevor. That's 3 votes Trevor, 2 votes Bill, 2 votes Mike. Bill. That's 3 votes Bill, 3 votes Trevor, 2 votes Mike. Bill. That's 4 votes Bill, 3 votes Trevor, 1 vote left. 10th person voted as Survivor Pandemic Safari Silvercrest and the 3rd member of our jury. Bill. Bill, that's 5. Tonight, that's enough. You got 30 seconds to say your goodbyes.
There are traitors in our midst. Good game, everybody. It was fun. It's just a game. I'm very, very interested to see what you guys do. Go have fun.
Bill, no tribe has spoken.
Good game, Bill.
I'll be
Good
watching
game,
you
Bill.
guys.
Bye, Bill.
Bill, you're a joy. You are a joy.
I will be taking notes. See ya.
Well, I'd say with this vote, blindside track continues. Got the Georges head back to camp. Good night.
Ah! The revolution has been defeated. Didn't quite expect it would be because of someone flipping on me. I hope nobody has hard feelings. It's a game. I think and hope I walk away with some new people in my life.